Yo, yo, yo. Hello from the wasteland. What up?
Hello, welcome to episode 18.
Double digits. We're finally legal.
I didn't even think about that. The podcast is now an adult.
Legally, we could vote.
Man, what a rough time to be thrown into adulthood.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird, you know what it is? It's a weird time.
Yeah, the whole paradigm of the world has shifted within just a couple weeks. So here we are, safe at home, recording a podcast, physically distant and socially distant from everyone except, who lives in my house. So Jesus Christ, it's been weird.
Yeah. Like, you never really know someone until you're, like, stuck with them in one roof. And, yeah.
You know what's been great though is the dog has been getting lots of walks, just lots of walks, because that's all I leave the house to do. And it's really easy to be outside. And there's lots of people walking, but I'll just like get out of their way, walk down the middle of the street. So it's nice to see other humans, but and nice to leave the house once a day.
Yeah.
Like a human.
Yeah. It's a little different for me because like this place has become hell on earth,
Yeah.
essentially. I live in New York City, if you don't know.
Yeah, Lou
So
lives in New York. Yeah, an epicenter right now of the shit that's going on.
it's like I've lived here basically all my life, right? And it's so weird getting from point A to point B in a car in 10 minutes.
That's how Austin is, also being called an epicenter. But yeah, when I have driven before, as of yesterday, Austin was ordered to shelter in place. But the 3 days prior, there was still, thankfully, very few people out. Just, I needed to go to the pharmacy, got there within like 2 minutes. There's just nobody out.
Yeah. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Well, welcome everybody to episode 18. That was just a little personal update. And thank you for leaving us reviews and doing feedback. I really appreciate that. Been nice to keep in touch with peeps, see what people are up to.
Yeah, M's Twitter is on the screen. We also have a Twitter for the podcast itself is at LowerBitrate. The YouTube channel, you just search LowerBitrate. It's the only video on there that isn't a fucking help video, apparently. Then yeah, give us some feedback. The podcast is everywhere, basically. You can listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Google Music.
We're everywhere.
Yeah. So, how was your week besides the epidemic?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, what have you been up to while you've been indoors? More than usual. Something I've been doing is I'm preparing to paint miniatures at home because I was doing a miniature painting class every other week at a local board game bar, and that's not happening right now. So I have minis to paint that I've held on to, just extras from the class. And then I ordered some more from Amazon. They've some choices, not as many as like comic book shops have, but I got acrylic paints. Finally bought paints. I've been holding off, and I'm excited. I have brushes already.
How was Amazon in your area?
Rough.
Yep, same.
Real rough. Yep. Having to be patient, but I am not complaining. I am healthy and I have food. So, no complaints that Amazon is taking a month to send me things.
But hey,
I understand.
When things eventually go back to normal, I don't need Amazon Prime anymore.
Yep. Just
that's
realizing
free
what we
today.
really need.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, my life has become just a quick tangent. Within 2 days, my life has become completely virtual. Like I had that as a hobby, like keeping in touch with friends, streaming, podcasting. A lot of my life is online, but now my IRL life has completely moved to many VoIPs. Like every doctor uses a different tele video service. So I have like 5 new VoIPs. And yeah, it's not coming face to face with anybody, and it's a completely virtual world now.
I'm pretty sure that's like part of a horror movie.
Or it's progress. Like slowly medical records have been forced to be electronic, but it's been a really slow transition. And it's clunky. Like their technology is clunky and slow, but all of a sudden, I don't have to leave the house, and I just have a quick 10-minute call with a doctor on the phone. It's very different.
There was an animated movie where people, I guess society became like morbidly obese and was in chairs watching
Yeah,
TV all day.
that's Wally.
Yes. We're on the track.
I'm sorry. I'm sure you are more stuck inside than me. Like I can walk outside and take a walk. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid a crime. There's
Yeah.
shitty people that live here.
Well, one other thing besides the minis I've been doing is I finally paid for a Nintendo Online, and last night played Mario Kart with some friends, which I've played Mario Kart online before you had to pay for Nintendo Online. But it was fun to return to it and then discover the benefits of having a Nintendo Online subscription. Like you get to play all these retro games now on the Switch. Um, one complaint, there's absolutely no voice or text chat built in. So we use Discord, which is no big deal for just doing a phone call.
Yeah, that's trash that they don't have voice capabilities.
Yeah.
I know why, but like, come on. Have like parental supervision or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know what the solution is there, but I understand the problems they're trying to avoid. So what about you? What have you been doing this past week?
This week has been mostly TV.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of like burnt out on the video games.
It's okay.
I don't want to play anything like super stressful. I don't want to internally, combust. But I have been playing Borderlands 3 a little bit. A little bit of Path of Exile.
Okay.
Super casual, nothing serious. Animal Crossing came out. I've been playing that.
Yeah, tell me about that, please.
Yeah, we can talk about it a little bit more. I'll talk about that last.
Okay.
But mostly TV. I finished. I think most of the things that I finished. I think. Yeah, we have a topic for it. October Faction. I finished. I've been watching. I've been avoiding the documentaries. I don't know what it is about the Netflix documentaries, but they've been like super. Like I don't want to watch this shit. Type of like I don't want those vibes in my life.
Yeah, they can be heavy.
Yeah, I don't want those vibes. Not at this point.
Yeah, I watched Amazon Prime documentary, which I've never done before, and it was Super Size Me Too. That was a good watch. I liked it.
I've seen the first one of that.
Me too. This one might even have been better. So you learn a lot about chicken. Yeah, and you learn a lot about chicken farming. I like learning about things, and it was, Morgan Spurlock makes good documentaries, and I enjoyed it very much. I would give it a watch. There's nothing nerdy about it, but it was, it was good. It was
Yeah,
good.
I love
sat down and
documentaries,
watched it.
but these couple of ones I wouldn't call them triggering for me. I just don't want to watch them. You know what I mean? Like I know what happens. I'm good. I don't want to see how it happens.
Yeah, so just a quick review. October Faction is on Netflix, and then Super Size Me 2, like I said, is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and quick for reference, we're recording on 3/25/2020.
Wednesday.
Or if you're part of another part of the world, we're recording on 25/3/2020. All right.
Mhm.
Um.
The metric system.
Yes. Superior. Okay. So my week was pretty light. However, I did get Animal Crossing. I got the physical copy too. Brave the real world. I got it because I wanted the journal. I'm an adult man, and I did it for the journal.
That's cool. I love extra video game like art and little things that sometimes they include.
Yeah, it was free.
It's
So
rare.
yes,
It's rare nowadays.
yeah. You barely get free shit. You don't even get an instruction manual anymore. So I'm trying to get what I can. So Animal Crossing, without any spoilers, um, surprisingly relaxing game to play.
So how would there be spoilers? Because there's no story, right? Like, is it just spoilers of mechanics that you gain as you play like RPG
Well, the game
type
doesn't
game?
really tell you anything, and I don't want to like spoil any events.
Yeah.
For transparency's sake, I'm a little bit ahead of everyone else.
All right.
Because
I've read about this, that there's real time and then there's
yes,
go fast time.
yes, you can. This is basically the downfall of most Nintendo games that have like online features. In Pokemon, you could fast forward the time to get the raid dens or whatever to keep farming the same Pokemon over and over again. Um, and in Animal Crossing, you could abuse that even more because with each day, everything resets at like 6 or 5 in the morning, and you can get your house upgrades really fast. There's a duping glitch in the game at this point.
Yes,
I just don't.
you described it to me. It sounded like what I used to do in Skyrim.
Yeah, it's like Fallout 4 bullet glitch type shit. It's not as broken as the Fallout 4 one though. It's an interesting game. Uh, Playing it legit. I did play it legit the first day or so, and then I got tired of playing it legit.
Was it easier to put down when you were playing it in real time? Because this time glitch makes it sound like you don't have to ever stop playing. Like you won't have to wait for anything.
Yeah, but they did put some safeguards in it. Like, apparently the way that is they're supposed to have like a Easter event, but you can't fast forward to the Easter event. It needs to happen first before you could get to it, like IRL on their servers.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, yeah, you could fast track it and like go sweaty mode, but you could also just go sweaty mode playing legit. Um, I would think even more so because you're trying to grind it out instead of it being, forced on you. I don't know. It's a weird game to me personally because I've never played a game that's like tied to my like time. It's awkward for me. Like getting up at 6 in the morning to play a game. I would never do that. But
That's like Destiny days when you'd wake up when
yeah, 4 in the morning for
reset.
Zur. Yeah.
Yeah, or Zur. Yeah. The stranger.
Is it worth
My
the
life is
$60?
not my own. Sorry, I was quoting Zur. Took me back for a second. What is it worth $60? Yeah, you have to answer that question.
I would say yes.
Okay. I need to pick this up.
I would say yes. It's a first party Nintendo game. The quality and the polish is there. The game looks beautiful. Like I've seen gameplay before, but it just has like a different like vibe to it. I hate that word vibe, but it has a different vibe to it because you'll be, digging something or fishing or whatever, and then you just hear like a breeze, or you see the trees in the background like, move side to side. When you go inside of a tent, say, or your tent or your house or whatever, you'll hear like the residual like rain smacking against your house or tent or something like that. It's very immersive. I like it. Yeah, I would give it
Okay.
an 8 out of 10 for an adult point of view.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna play it. It's very relaxing, I think. Um, my co-host over here agrees.
Oh, I
He,
didn't even hear him. You're good.
yeah, he like woofed at me. He's an animal, so professional opinion. Um, yeah, it's dope. I think anybody should get it. I mean, it's not for everyone, but I think you should get it.
Well, Amazon had a physical copy. You know, I prefer cartridges. I just like cartridges. And jewel cases and any art that comes with it. So Amazon had it. I just ordered it. I'm gonna play it.
Wait,
You convinced me.
you should visit my village. Yep.
Yeah, because I have Nintendo Online too. Hey, co-host. He wants me to visit. Sounds cool.
Yeah, he's an animal. Pool Panic.
So I downloaded Pool Panic, guys. It reminds me of Golf with Your Friends. So let me know if you guys want to play Pool Panic. It's an Adult Swim game, and it's only $2.99.
Yes.
It's like super cheap. It's even cheaper than Golf with Your Friends. So, guys, let's play some Pool Panic. Let me know if you want to play.
Have you played it yet?
No,
What the
I just
fuck?
installed it. Did you play it?
Yeah, I played the story mode. What is
Oh.
that?
Did you like it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It
I was
was
like, uh-oh.
weird-ish. Like the controls are weird, kind of. But it has like this. It's like a pool game. You're supposed to like knock the balls in.
It looks like Rick and Morty pool.
Yeah, mixed with Cuphead.
It's still 80% off at $2.99 on Steam. And it's called a sports adventure funny pool type genres. Yeah, get it. It's $3. And I just want to play multiplayer. It just looks silly and fun.
What does the
$3,
multiplayer
something
look
fun
like?
to do with friends.
The
I'm sorry,
multiplayer
what'd you
looks
say?
like Golf with Friends.
I thought it was, but maybe I'm wrong.
Huh. No, I haven't like dived into it. I've only played the single player portion of it.
Okay. Well, something else I installed, I had in my library for a long time, is that I must have got from a Steam sale, is Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know why I've put off playing this game, but yeah, here we go. I'm going to create a character, definitely Khajiit, and jump in. This is the MMO I'm choosing for my shelter in place time. I bought the game, so it's not completely free, but you can play without buying a subscription. So that's different than Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft. So this is why I've chosen to go with ESO. Finally.
Is it because you like Skyrim and shit like that?
100%, yes. But I have held off on playing it because I've been warned by everybody that plays it that it's not Skyrim. So
Yeah, it's definitely.
I want to try it though.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Did you get the premium pass?
No, I haven't bought any subscriptions or passes. The perks. So the subscription is like $15 a month if you buy it for 1 month at a time, but then there's slight discounts if you buy packages. And so it's the same cost as Final Fantasy. I don't know how much World of Warcraft costs, but that comes with additional inventory, something called a crafting bag, which makes holding your items much easier or organizing them. Let's see. You get armor, I think additional inventory, and it seems very fair. Like I should probably buy a subscription and try it. Because even if you end your subscription, you get to keep everything that's in your extended inventory craft bag, but as you use them, it goes away. Like you can't continue to refill it. You don't lose your items. You get to keep the armor that came with the subscription forever. I was like, this is fair.
Yeah. You also get a monthly, I think it's like stipend or something like that of like
Yeah,
coins you
of
can get.
crowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You get some monies to spend on cosmetics or like pets or housing items.
And I think the All the DLCs are unlocked for you. I'm not
Yes, that too.
100% on that.
Yeah. And there's like a dozen. I kept scrolling. I thought there would be 3. And I was like, Jesus, they've been busy.
Yeah, there was about 5 or 6 the last time I played. That was a couple years ago. That was like
there's a lot.
2017.
And they're named after familiar Skyrim things like Somerset, Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, which hell yeah, I want to play those.
Morrowind is one of them, I believe.
Morrowind, yeah. And I'm gonna be in Tamriel, so like, yeah, a little Skyrim flavor. Let me try it.
Yeah, those games. I think MMO games are super important. They like put you in this mood, but it could be destructive sometimes. I know people who play World of Warcraft and get consumed.
That seems to be the one that is consumed. And then the original MMO RPG, which is Ultima Online. So same thing. Sucked in forever. And spend I know people that have spent thousands of dollars on MMOs.
The whales?
Just buying houses, buying properties. Just I don't know what else, but those are the big ticket items.
I'm no better. I buy a lot of shit on Path of Exile.
I mean, but have you spent thousands of dollars?
Okay, you want me to put it in perspective for you?
Sure.
I spent over $1,000 in Clash of Clans. I spent over $1,000 on Hearthstone packs.
Wow.
From 2013, and I stopped playing a couple years ago.
All right.
I'm not a whale. I'm like up there though. I'm like flubber, like a seal, like
there are
like
people
a thick
that
seal.
Now the outliers, I don't know them, but I've been told by other players houses can cost $20,000 in an MMO, and people will pay that and then trade it, as like in an online marketplace where you can sell in-game items to each other. And same with Star Citizen. People spend tens of thousands of dollars in that game, and it's not even out yet.
Yeah, that's the biggest con ever.
I want a documentary on that.
Probably somebody working on it.
I'd love it.
EVE Online is another one too.
That
one has like some IRL like drama. Like people get super into it.
Yeah, that's right. I faintly remember reading about that.
Like espionage, trade secrets, and shit like that. Infiltrations. So nerds are fun.
You want to go down a rabbit hole? Read the story of EVE Online. Well, any other games this week, or you want to chat about TV?
No games of note. There's one thing I want to mention. Doja Cat, please come on the show. Thank you. TV time.
Does she game?
She does.
Okay, I'll allow it then. What does she tweet about gaming?
Nothing, but she plays Fortnite. That counts, right? It has to count.
Sure. It's a game. Yeah. I include mobile gamers as gamers. Like, everyone's a gamer.
Did you insinuate that Fortnite people are mobile gamers?
No. I just said mobile gamers are gamers too. Like, my mom plays a ton of like Bejeweled and Candy Crush, and I don't even know what else she plays, but she plays games on her phone. I'm like, she's a gamer.
I actually I got hold of my mom's phone recently. Not maliciously. It was handed to me. And I discovered that she's in pretty deep in Candy Crush.
Yeah. I need to check with my mom and make sure she's not spending money on these. I just need to, because they can get addicting. Check in with your parents.
Make sure they're not buying microtransactions for mobile games.
Yeah, or they have a budget, like, because it can get out of control.
Yeah. Start TV off.
Yeah.
If you're not doing anything this weekend, in 2 days, Ozark is coming out. Again,
it's a great show.
Yeah, it comes out the 27th.
Okay.
Perfect timing. Season 3. I think I think it's like the spiritual successor to like if you like Breaking Bad or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's right up your alley if you like Breaking Bad.
Yep. It's very good. It's Breaking Bad, but in the deep south.
Yeah.
Like mountain country south. Like
Yeah, it's well
they make
acted. It's well shot. It's a great show. I'm excited for this. I'm gonna
okay.
probably fucking plow through this within like
Mm-hmm.
I'll be done by Saturday, pretty much.
Yeah, it's that type of show where you watch like a chunk of episodes at a time and then you're like, I gotta go to bed. But yeah, it's very, very good. I like not just I like the main characters, but even the like supporting characters. You'll have some favorites.
Yeah. I think who's your favorite supporting character?
Does I forgot her name, the girl with the blonde hair count?
She's my favorite as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not like I guess you could say she's a series regular now.
I think her name is Ruby.
Ruth? It starts with an R.
It might be Ruth. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not like super focused. She was a little bit of a focus last season
Mm-hmm.
because of the story plots or whatnot. But yeah, she's my favorite. She's one of my favorite characters. Yeah, I think it's all well acted and shit hit the fan the second season. So
Mm-hmm.
season 3 should be real good. I have high hopes.
I hope so. Yeah, the first 2 seasons were very good.
Next up, October Factions.
Yeah, by the way, Ozark and what we're talking about now, October Faction, you can find those on Netflix.
Yes. So on your recommendation, I started watching October Faction.
Mm-hmm.
Watched a few episodes and then I stopped for a couple days and then plowed through the like latter half of the season. At some point, shit gets real spicy, real quick on that show. No spoilers or anything because Em hasn't finished it yet. And
Yeah, I stopped at episode 5 or 6.
how many episodes were there? 8 or 9 or 10 or something like that?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. That's bad. But I did finish it. I don't know. I'm not like fully satisfied with the ending. Like I want to see more, but it's one of those shows that like it's like one of those like indie type things where it's not going to be super popular and you're basically up to the good graces of Netflix to renew it. However, nothing is being like shot right now at all anywhere.
So no season 2.
I think it will get a season 2 eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it will get anything after that though.
Yeah. You'll think they'll be able to wrap up the story. It is based on a comic. Again, just a reminder. I don't know how far the comic goes.
Yeah, I don't know how far the comic goes either, but I did read some like director or like showrunner, I forgot what he was. Like commentary about the end of the season.
Okay.
He has like some grandeur ideas of characters to bring in. He seems like he has a plan, like he wants to introduce a character that's going to be a mainstay, like a mainstay villain or something like that. Like kind of like your Cersei or something, along those lines. I just don't know if he'll get there. Netflix did announce some renewals the other day. Those are for shows I'm gonna fuck them out. So maybe, possibly. I hope it gets a season 2. I think it deserves a season 2. I just don't know if it'll get there.
Did you watch Supernatural? I can't remember.
No.
Okay. It really reminds me of that. So I'd wondered if the ending still smacked of Supernatural.
I don't know. I would have to watch Supernatural. I don't want to talk out of turn because I've never seen that show, but it was an okay ending. I wasn't like wow or like blown away. I thought it was sufficient enough. Some characters that I didn't like got what they deserved. So
Yeah.
it's dope. You can watch that on Netflix. It's streaming now. Eat.
Check it out. We recommend it. So just a quick mention, CBS, I think either CBS or the episodes are on Hulu. You can watch all the Picard episodes now.
Yeah, I think you get a one CBS All Access.
It's free. So in turn you can watch everything.
Yeah, you could just plow through it. Did you finish it?
No. I didn't like episode 4, so I stopped watching it.
Huh. Wasn't there supposed to be like 11 episodes or something? That's out, right? All of them? Or just half of them?
I think I don't know.
Huh.
I'm not going to speculate because I'm probably wrong.
That's nothing that Wikipedia can't fucking fix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let us know if you like Picard, if you're into it. I kept waiting for more TNG characters to show up, and I got impatient.
Yeah, so 10 episodes. The last of which is airing tomorrow. So you could probably this weekend get a free trial and plow through 10 episodes. Are they 30 minutes or an hour?
An hour.
Oof.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this could have been 30 minutes.
Yeah, they're putting some strain on Patrick Stewart. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's great as Picard, but yes, he has aged
Quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can check it out for free.
Well, something else I've been watching is the new season of Westworld. Season 3 dropped, and so there's 2 episodes out right now. I won't spoil it at all, but I've had friends that aren't watching it because they didn't finish season 2 or they didn't watch season 2. But I'm like, just start with season 3. Seriously, just if you don't want to commit to a whole season before you start the season, like, you can jump in if you don't mind being spoiled from season 2. Season 2 was slow.
I don't remember finishing season 2, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. I remember a couple cool scenes I liked, but in moments, but
season 2 for me was kind of like all over the place,
and yet nothing happened for a long time. Yeah, we got like they just kept doing twists and twists and twists and being vague.
Yeah, you had android Sarah Connor like trying to fucking like rally the troops and shit, doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, there was a lot of much ado about nothing in season 2. That's why I'm like, season 3 is great. Did you know that it has Jesse Pinkman in it?
Yeah, Aaron Paul.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So give it a watch.
Did you like the 2 episodes?
Yes. A lot is happening. It's very interesting.
Really?
I don't want to say anything about like where they are or what's going on, but yes, it is hit the ground running. And there's mystery and suspense. Like, I'm into it. I like it.
That's like mirroring the first season though, like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first season was great.
Where you're like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Like, in this season, you do know a little bit what's going on, but then you really have no ideas about the great plans and schemes that are going on by the characters. It's unraveling, but things are unraveling. Things are happening.
I did see some revolt from the Game of Thrones fans, mad as fuck. On Sunday.
They did a little Easter egg in the show. Well, a blatant Easter egg, a little a big tip of the cap, a nod to Game of Thrones. That's my only complaint. That didn't need to happen.
Was that actually Dumb and Dumber in the cage with Drogon?
Yep, D&D. Yep, where the 2 writers of Game of Thrones were there.
So they're trying to get meta with it, right? They're trying to say that Game of Thrones was its own island.
I don't know what they're trying to say. I don't think they're trying to say anything except giving a nod to Game of Thrones on the same network, because I watched the after, they do kind of like a little bit of interviewing the actors or maybe the producers, and they were very happy and were like, we just loved acknowledging Game of Thrones. And so there was no point to it. I just don't want to think about it.
Yeah, that's like some like meta rabbit hole that you can go down.
It took me out of the show. I didn't
Really?
like it. Yeah, I didn't like it because I was like, wait, what? I just wasn't expecting ever to see D&D's dumb faces again.
After their Star Wars shame been kicked off.
No, it's just I consumed years of their show, like seasons and seasons. So I'm good. It ended. Let's move on.
Yes, please. I'll
Yeah,
check it
that's
out.
me being like, I'm fine, but not really. I'm not really fine with it.
The happy face with the crying, it's like a mask, and then he's crying behind it.
Yeah, the meme. Yep.
I'll check it out. You want to talk about spoilers next week?
Yeah, let's do that. We'll spoil it next week. I tried really hard not to say anything. Give it a watch, please. It's very good.
Yeah, I'll eventually check it out. Once I'm
Episode
done.
3 will come out on Sunday night.
Yeah, what time does it come out?
HBO. I think 8:00 my time, which is Central Time.
So 9.
So again, it's on HBO.
All right. We're gonna be getting into Dev's spoilers for episode 4.
We spoiled the first 3 episodes of Dev's last episode for us, episode 17. So I hope you guys have been able to give it a watch. It's very good. We recommend it. It's on Hulu, and it has Nick Offerman in it, and he's superb. So give it a watch. But if you haven't or you're planning to, go ahead and tune out now because we're going to spoil episode 4. So thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. If you want to check it out, if you're a dinosaur that still has TV, FX Thursdays at like 9 p.m. Eastern, I think is when it comes out. So you can check it that way or on Hulu, which is where I watch it.
Yeah, man. People are seeking out entertainment. When I was at the pharmacy, a guy came in and was like, do you guys sell TV antennas? And I was like, I could have answered that question, dude. No, they don't. This is a drugstore.
Yeah, you gotta go to Target for that.
Or Best Buy. Just, I don't know, order it online. I was like, I'm sorry, sir. You're obviously desperate here, but you are in the wrong place. Anyway.
Okay.
Debs, episode 4. Where do you want to start?
Okay. Weird shit. So, okay, if I'm wrong, the episode starts with Nick Offerman and Crazy Blonde.
Allison Pill, yes. I think her name is Alice in the show.
Crazy Eyes. We're gonna call it Crazy Eyes. So he's looking at what seems to be Lily dying.
Yes. Or a figure crawling on the ground, dying. That does resemble Lily.
So he's obviously breaking his own fucking rule, right?
Yeah. There are no rules. There are rules. Everyone breaks them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Very weird. Very weird that he's looking into the future. Like he's using it to look into the past for his daughter. Obviously his daughter was probably murdered or died in a fire or something like that. He's obviously like tormented and haunted about it because he's like real fucked up about it. Like he looks like he hasn't showered in weeks.
Yeah, he's really is a shell of a person.
Yeah. What were the highlights for you for this episode?
Well, just to give a little bit more what happened. Things got really weird because the episode is like halved. It's like a lot goes on in Devs, and then we go out to the real world involving Lily Chen. I feel like Lily Chan. So the first half, one of the devs, I think his name is Lyndon.
Yes.
And he tinkers with the algorithm and is able to hear Jesus speaking Aramaic. So again, religious themes. Like, what did you think about that? That really stuck out to me. They keep going back to Jesus for these revelations.
Yeah, I mean, it's like definitely a play on words.
Mm,
They're definitely like hamming up the idea that this guy, Nick Offerman's character, is so powerful. He could have people murder
mm,
for him.
mm-hmm,
Um, he could hide things. He has XYZ agency or people in his pocket. And they
mm,
basically do this in the first episode. I don't know if you caught this. When Sergey was being murdered,
mm-hmm,
and he was watching, they did a shot of like the camera being a little bit below at an angle,
mm,
looking at Nick Offerman's character
mm-hmm,
and the
mm-hmm,
halo of light around his head,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
insinuating that he was like holy or above or almighty.
And he looks like Jesus.
Right.
He has a beard, or what what we say Jesus looks like in popular culture. So he has a beard and long hair. Yeah, it's odd. Something I thought of too is that the point of devs is they're saying it's weather prediction, but what they're actually trying to do is, well, Nick Offerman's intentions are to be able to be in contact with his dead daughter, to recreate her. And so she would be like a child of God, because Nick Offerman say he's a God, and then Jesus was a child of a God. So I'm wondering if that's why they keep bringing up Jesus, along with his daughter. In one of these scenes, we see him watching his daughter from the past.
Yeah, he starts crying because so Lyndon gets fired because
That's right.
he tinkers, sorry, with
Yeah.
um an algorithm. So essentially what Lyndon did is made Jesus's voice audible, right? Not just static.
Mm-hmm.
And this introduces the multiverse into the thing because the theory of the multiverse is there are infinite amount of yous existing all with little variations in between them.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Offerman's character freaks the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Kicks London off of the devs team, gives him
Mm-hmm.
a very, very sizable severance package, and basically without saying it says, if you say anything about this, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Um
It was really shocking
yeah.
because we thought it was another big moment in the progression of their technology that they're building or their algorithm. But yeah, it turned quickly where Nick Offerman was really mad and fired Lyndon. So
Yeah.
he said that what Linda did undermined their whole project thus far, because he doesn't want it from another universe. He wants it from our world. He
Yeah.
wants his real daughter back, not a version of his daughter.
Yes. So he gets pissed. He went back and I guess he's looking at what was he looking at when Crazy Eyes went to go see him in the room?
He was watching his daughter sitting on a bed in a bedroom, like with a window behind her, and she was blowing dandelion.
Bubbles?
She was blowing, or bubbles. Yeah, you're right. That would make more sense.
I could see why you thought it was dandelions because it's like blurry.
Mm, the same action. Well, she was
Um,
blowing bubbles or blowing on a dandelion. Doesn't matter.
yeah. So she goes and argues with him about. I don't think she agreed with losing Lyndon. I guess like Lyndon was an integral part
Yeah,
of the
multiple
team.
employees tried to stop it.
Yeah. I don't think that was a popular thing. Um. So she takes the algorithm, talking about Crazy Eyes here,
Mm-hmm.
and applies it to video, and they get almost a crystal clear vision.
Mm-hmm. Of the daughter, the dead daughter.
Right. He starts like fucking bawling like a little bitch.
Yes, he does.
Like, what's his end goal here? Right. Like they're like seesawing between him knowing the future and him going back to the past.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think his
Yeah.
end goal is? Do you think he wants to like recreate his daughter? Do you think he wants to like control things by knowing what's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm. I do. Yeah.
Which
Well,
one or both?
he's really just obsessed with bringing back his daughter, but this algorithm has multiple uses, can be applied to many things, really can change the world. But he is centrally focused on bringing back his little girl.
I think there was a hint in the last episode. Um, there was a reason why that senator was there. I think someone from the government is gonna find out that he can see the future, and they're gonna royally fuck his shit up.
Or they want it for their own use.
Yeah, he's not gonna give it to them. He doesn't want any
No.
government uh, interaction or intervention or
Right.
oversight.
He told the senator that they're building an algorithm to predict the weather, which is comical.
Yeah, she knew it was bullshit.
Mm. But that's what they're doing on paper. No, they're not bringing people back from the dead or traveling into the past.
Yeah. And then we go back into the real world, and Lily Chan, basically her fucking plan backfires on her.
The second half of the episode was not ambiguous as to what was happening, and it was really not vague. It was a lot of action, and I liked it a lot. It was intense.
Yeah, that car accident scene was pretty fucked.
So what happens is they force Amaya, the company, specifically the head of security, the really scary guy, forces Lily Chan, who is the grieving girlfriend of the person that Amaya, the company, killed, to go to a psychiatrist to be evaluated for her mental state. Like if she says she has episodes like this of like schizophrenia and psychotic breaks, but they're like, we just want you to get checked out, like really manipulative, forcing her to go to this doctor. They promised, I think, to leave her alone if she does this.
Yeah. So she goes sees the doctor. He's obviously on the payroll.
Yeah, he's obviously does not have her best interest in mind. Like she really tries to convince him that she actually is mentally ill, but he had the diagnosis ready to go. He didn't care what she said.
Yeah, they're playing like she's mentally ill, but he told the head of security, which his name is Kenton, that that might be bullshit. She's very smart. He knows that they're being manipulated. And Kenton, doing what Kenton does, tries to force her into what do they call that? Involuntary like psychiatric evaluation or something like that.
Tries to lock her up. I mean, and then she'd probably be killed. She's dead.
Yeah, they'll probably like lobotomize her or something like that. Just to get rid of her.
She's gonna wind up dead. Yeah.
You think so?
That's what was so terrifying to me is she dodged this one time, like being taken into their custody, like having her freedom literally taken away, going to like mental illness jail. And this means that nobody will believe her story either, that her boyfriend was murdered by Amaya, that he didn't commit suicide. So yeah, it's really it was scary what they do to manipulate the system. They have cops in their control. Like Lily really tries to escape and is, we think, almost successful. But man, the psychiatrist was in on it, Kenton was in on it, and the cops came up and arrested her. And then, oh man, did you see that ending coming where Kenton strangled whatever her male friend's name was that helped her?
I didn't think they were gonna go there, but they did go there. Do you think he's confirmed dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Because if you remember, Sergey was also asphyxiated. And I don't know, like I should have looked up what the Aramaic quote was. I'll have to do that. Maybe we can talk about it next episode. What exactly Jesus said in Aramaic, because they didn't do subtitles and they never told us. But what's interesting from my Bible school days is Jesus died by asphyxiation. Like, yes, he was crucified, but the way you die from Roman crucifixion is you can no longer hold your body up on the weight of the nails and you just exhaust yourself and then asphyxiate there in your own lungs. So it's interesting to me that people that are murdered by Amaya are also asphyxiated. I don't know if that's on purpose, but it can't be an accident. Like they're choosing ways to off people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you like strangle someone or like, make them not breathe with a bag, or it's very you could like manipulate their death in a certain way.
True.
Um, yeah, let's not
They
get
think it's
too.
the cleanest way to kill somebody. Or I'm like, don't you think like in every other show when they're trying to fake a death, they would just inject them with a drug? Like that seems much cleaner than
No, because
physically
you
strangling
could
someone. It's a brutal way to die. You die slowly.
you could toxicology somebody and see, unless you have like some like extra elite shit. But I don't want to
Okay.
know. I don't want to like Jeffrey Epstein like fucking break it down. I do think he's dead though. I think
Yeah,
he
100%.
probably like hung him up in his bathroom as an ornament or something. We'll see though. I think we'll get the reveal next episode.
I wonder if they have to make it look like a suicide in some way, just like they did Sergey.
Or the alpha play is that he doesn't get killed. Because like what's her way out, right? At this point, like she's captured. She tried calling it in. Um she tried calling, that Amaya murdered Sergey. And she got like ambushed. She's in custody. They're taking her to a psychiatric place for involuntary eval or whatever. You basically can't get out of that because nobody could fucking like sign you out, and I don't think she does have anybody because he did. The psychiatrist basically was like prying and saying, "Oh, how's your relationship with your mother?" AKA, she's never gonna come get you because you guys are not close.
Yeah, Lily has nobody.
So I think personally that the friend that helped her beforehand is going to get involved somehow.
No way. He's dead. Like he
No,
knows
the
too
girl.
much. I
forget her name. I don't remember her name.
Lily?
No, her friend. Remember the one that manipulated?
Oh, I forgot about her that helped her make her seem like she was psychotic. Yeah. Okay, I forgot. I thought you were talking about the male friend who she used to date. I was like, he is definitely dead because he literally knows as much as Lily, which is way too much. They can't let him live.
Yeah, I think he's dead, but the girl might be
Yeah, we forgot about her.
a piece. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see. Is this show is very ambiguous to the point where like I can't pinpoint what's gonna happen because I didn't think she was gonna fucking crash that car into the median.
Yeah, she was like, pull over the car, and they were on a freeway, and then she literally causes a car accident, like jets over 4 lanes. I was like, why didn't she just go right? She would have only crossed 1 lane.
Yeah, she fucking yeeted that car. Yeet.
It was an intense collision. What happened?
Yeah, but this show for me is it's a solid 9 so far. I'm enjoying it. Thursdays are I think tomorrow it comes out, right? So we'll have episode 5 to talk about next week. Yeah. Any final thoughts? What do you think is gonna happen? Nothing.
What do we think for next episode? Lily will be committed. I have no idea what's coming. Yeah. How long is she gonna live for? I mean, they're predicting her death, so
Yeah, we're gonna get a death. I don't know if it's gonna be Lily though.
when is she gonna get strangled? Feels like it's only a matter of time.
And his purpose was on purpose that he was looking at the death of someone that was crawling. But it wasn't clear, and he didn't go back to look at it. I think that was on purpose. All right, I'm good on devs for
yeah, me too. Yeah, thanks guys for listening to episode 18. We will see you next week. Stay healthy and stay safe.
Eat. Bye.